That didn't help either. Anyways, you can see me. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? I had to take a little mental health break. I know it wasn't long, but it was just what I needed to, like, I was going to get on here last night. I got on here sometime in the afternoon and I got off and I said I would come back, but then at a certain point in time, I was like, I can't do this right now. I'm not feeling it. I'm not in the right mental state to be able to talk about Big Brother right at this moment. I was still, actually, you know what? I didn't look at any Big Brother content from probably like 3 to 4 p.m. until sometime today. I think I just tapped back into Big Brother at about 11, 12 o'clock today because I just couldn't. Big Brother was just not important to me at that point in time. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Marshall. My armpit stinks. Hi, Mark. Hi, Ma. So, yeah, we get to our legendary classic Otev competition. And usually Otev is one of the competitions that I like. Y'all know, I mean, y'all might not know, but I only like about 3 to 4. I like the BB comics. I like Hide and Go Veto. I like Otev. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't. There's most of the majority of the Big Brother competitions I do not enjoy watching. The only thing I care about is who wins, so that it goes, so that I know who's in power and who gets to make the decisions. I like the political part of it, but the comps, I like only a few competitions. And this particular one, everybody but one person got the first question wrong. I'm pissed about that. How are they even going to show that on the episode? Like, wow, it's going to be the most anticlimactic OTEV ever. But, anyways, as most of y'all probably already know, some of you might not, but the majority of you who watch my channel probably know, MJ pulled it out, which is interesting. Um, it's been a little while since MJ has been just flat out safe and not an option to go on the block. So I know she was probably happy about that. I mean, like from our standpoint as viewers, as audience members, I think that we always want the most dramatic outcomes. But I think that if you're in the game, you'll take a win where you only had to go one round. And I don't really like the slip and slide is long. Actually, like the slip and slides that I remember since I've been watching Big Brother, I think I remember a few of them that they started during the episode, and it's like, what's the point of even starting showing it? Because we're only gonna see 5 minutes of it, and this is gonna go on forever. So there's nothing really enjoyable to me about that one. I love BB Comics though, and I love OTEV. And I like some of the endurance competitions, depending on if people are like obviously throwing. Like I like the wall comp usually, but lately everybody has been throwing on the wall comp, so it's not as interesting to me as it used to be. Like I really enjoyed the BB Can. What was that season? 11. Even though we didn't get to see it live, but even the edited version, I love seeing the wall comp for BB Can 11. Imagine if MJ was the last one to climb up as well. I really want to see how that happened. Because it ends with a bunch of people falling on their butts. Who won the POV? MJ won the POV. Janet. By the way, welcome to Mindful Reality TV from a mental health perspective. Please please make sure to hit the like button because I see 14 people in here and I only see 6 likes. Likes are free and they help boost me in the algorithm, so please do that. Who do you think will win the next HOH? I don't know, like it depends what the HOH is, but I think it's a possibility for Cam to win the next HOH. Um, it was a question where everyone picked Tucker. Really? I liked. Thank you. I hit it. No comment, Marshall. Thank you. Thank you for the like, Mag. Mag, have you been here before? If you have, I'm sorry, but I don't remember seeing you here before. She won't. I was thinking that, but people are saying that she might use it on Angela. I don't understand. Like, I don't really understand that. They're saying that she wants chemo to go. Um, from a strategic standpoint, if you're using the power of veto to save Angela because you want chemo to go home, I'm trying to think of who chemo would actually go home next to. Because I feel like if Quinn went up, Quinn would go home. I feel like if T-Core went up against chemo, honestly, I kind of think that T-Core would go home. Because I think that people would talk about her being a bigger threat. Um, who else? Who's the other options? I can't think of them right now. If Cam went up, Cam versus chemo, that's kind of a tougher one because of Chelsea's pull. But I don't know. That one is kind of a tougher one for me. Like Cam versus chemo. And then if Leah went up, I think that Leah is probably the only one that I could think of that would clearly go home versus chemo. That's about the only one. She won't use it. Since she's friends with Chelsea, but it seems like Chelsea might want her to use it. That's what I'm hearing on the streets. Is that Chelsea might want her to use it so she can backdoor Leah. It really matters what the HOH is. Yeah, exactly, it does. Oh, you joined a couple of years ago. So you joined my other channel? Because this channel has only existed for 1 year. Leah. Hi, Cass. Rubina. Oh, I forgot about Rubina. I always forget about Rubina. Rubina versus chemo. I think chemo. Yeah, I think chemo would go home versus Rubina. But I don't think that Chelsea would waste a renom on Rubina. Hey Ed. Hey D. Hey D. Nobody would go home. Well, you would go to the jury house. You know what I mean. Lisa D says hi. Where's Lisa D? You're Ed. Unless Lisa D's name is there, then Ed said hi twice, basically. Oh, okay, Mag. My dad wants Angela to go to jury because he says you'll scream if she stays. I might too. Record it. Record what? Rubina's still forgettable after winning the AI arena. Yep, to me. Your dad screaming. Did you say MJ was taking chemo to backdoor Leah? No, I said MJ is saying that she might use it on Angela. But I was saying that Chelsea said that she would want to backdoor Leah. But MJ wants chemo to go. He would have to record himself because he's 80 miles away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 80 miles. That thing. That's a typical Cass-ism. I'm going to start calling those Cass-isms. where she halfway remembers things. Hey, Ebony. No, I just got on live 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. I'm in my car. I'm where I'm always at. You know how, what's her name? Mimi had the storage room? Mark is the car. Mark does all his lives in the car. For the most part. Except for Thursdays, I typically do eviction nights from my house. Even though she's my draft pick. You know what? It's funny that I'm like, you all are like, oh, you forgot Rubina when Rubina's my draft pick. That's funny. On my draft on Mindful Reality, Rubina and Quinn are my draft picks. And they both made jury, so shout out to me. On my other draft, I had 4 picks, and 3 of them are gone. But my remaining pick is Chelsea, so. And that draft does not have 8,000 nuances to it, so it's basically whoever wins the game wins the draft. So I'm still in it. Cassisms TM. Can I have Leah if Angela goes? Rubina is Lisa's draft. Lisa doesn't have a draft. Lisa's been out for a minute. Lisa is the Cassandra of Big Brother 26 draft. I'm still in it also. Who are your picks, Tasha? I could always look. I couldn't look right now because I am on live, but who are your 2 picks? That's a solid 2 picks at this point, D. Because they both made jury. I mean, my picks both made jury too, but my picks are not necessarily working together. So the fact that they're both in there and working together. Oh, so okay, so you still have Cam in the game. Quinn and Chelsea were my draft picks still left. You got a great 2 picks in your draft, Ebony. Lisa is not acknowledged unless Lisa's name pops up in here. That goes for anybody. If anybody says, hey, I'm saying hi on behalf of this person. No. That's like saying, I'm clocking into work from Japan. Like, no, you're clocking into work if you're actually here at work. Because I don't get the view from Ed activities. If 10 people watch my live from Ed activities, it counts as 1 view. So I count what YouTube counts. No, I'm not excluding Lisa. Ed is putting Lisa on. Anyone Ed, what is it called? Pirates my content to? Yeah. They don't count. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. MJ winning. The one thing that I've thought about is I'm like, isn't MJ close or cool with Leah? So if MJ is cool with Leah and is working with Leah and she knows and she's probably gonna know that Chelsea wants to put up Leah as a renom, I would think that it would be in her best interest not to use it and then leave it in the hands of Chelsea. That would be my opinion of that. Hey, Sapphire. Not pirate. Why are you giving me the flame, Ed? I'm defending Lisa. Ma is a narc. Ha! That was... Wait. That's what Greg Turkington says. I don't know who that is. I don't think MJ and... Well, I mean, close in the game, but, I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe she doesn't care. Why am I catching heat? I don't know. Ask the chat. She probably gonna keep the noms the same. Hi, Charicity. Let me see. Chelsea and MJ are closer than MJ and. But the weird part is they weren't close until last week. So I'm like, is she close because she's like Chelsea is powerful? Because it's not like they were close this whole season. They were never close. Thanks for asking, Charicity. Actually, I said this at the beginning of my live, but I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay off of YouTube. It was only basically a day and a half, but actually, I wasn't looking at any Big Brother stuff, and I was not invested in anything Big Brother. So believe it or not, that 30 hours or so that I just took to myself that I was not focused on any Big Brother did a lot for me. So thank you so much for asking. I'm here. I heard all that. Yeah, number one, you can't take my draft picks because it's already documented that they're my draft picks. You and Ma so far are getting sued. I don't know who else, but I think Ma's the only other person that I heard trying to say that those were your picks. So the two of you are going to be on the lawsuit. So I'm taking you for everything you're worth, Lisa and Ma. Taking you both for everything. MJ. Oh yeah, and Lisa, welcome. Your your presence via Ed did not count, but your presence on here does count. So now I have to acknowledge you. MJ is closer to Chelsea game wise. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't see why Leah does not care for her. You're acting like me saying Leah watching from Ed activities was me giving away her hiding location. That has, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. MJ just asked Cam and Chelsea for a final. Didn't they already kind of try to do that before? Not, by they, I mean MJ. Let's see. I would love to see Leah vote out Angela, making it a 3-3 vote and four. So, do you think that? Okay. So, do you think that if Angela and Chemo were sitting on the block together and it was a 3-3 vote, do you think that Chelsea does the easy thing and take Angela out? Or does she do the big move and take out Chemo? And it's a big move. I know y'all will say, oh, all he has is an AI arena win, so why is it a big move? Obviously, to me, it's a big move because of the trio. And because him and T-Core are like this. So that's why I would consider it a big move, because it takes away a significant amount of T-Core's power in terms of like voting people out. And well, it would probably piss T-Core off also. But what do you guys think? Hey Edmund, have you been here before? They both like Cam. That's a fake friendship. That's a funny comment. Sorry, I was just jumping on. MJ has been trying to build a relationship with. She has. I guess it didn't succeed until recently. They've been close since. I haven't seen that. Yeah, no, I'm feeling better. I mean, I just needed a minute to decompress. The thing is, that's the reason why I didn't say I'm going to take a day off, I'm going to take a week off, or I'm going to take a month off. I just felt really bad for like 24 hours. So I was like, you know what? You don't have to do YouTube when you feel bad. So that's why I put that post up just in case. I was like, if I happen to just not feel like Big Brother for a week, I'm just putting a disclaimer up there. But after just having some time to just, relax and not think about it for a while, for a little while, I felt fine. I'm not gonna say that I don't feel the loss anymore, but I don't know how I can even express this, but we were in the same church that my dad had his funeral in. And the guy who delivered the eulogy died. And now he was in that same church. And that ceremony was about 6 hours. I'm not joking. I stayed there for about 3 of those 6 hours because he was a pastor and he was popular and it was extravagant. Man, not that I don't like to say these things just because I don't like, I'm not trying to put this in the air, but I'm just saying, I don't want my funeral to be 6 hours. You could have a simple thing, 30 minutes, get me out of there. All right. Brooklyn and Chelsea brought her in, but she got upset when she found out about the Pentagon and the collective. Take money from someone who has less than 100. But how did I take what? You'll lose more. Oh, this is a response to that. But now they're tighter than ever. It doesn't sound like it from what we hear Chelsea saying about MJ. It doesn't sound like they're tighter than ever. I was getting the kids ready for bed and visiting in the VC. I'm still taking you for everything you got. You keep the kids though. You can keep the kids. I just want the money. Except the only thing is your Canadian money. Oh man, I don't want Canadian dollars, so I might have to take you off the lawsuit. I don't know. May is defending you. I don't understand how. The big move. Okay, I'm probably behind. Chelsea has to take out chemo. I think that would be the move, but I don't know if she's gonna do that. Okay. She can sell it as the girls need to stick together. Exactly. By the way, we have 16 people in here and 16 likes. So the math is mathing. Thank you everybody who's in here. I appreciate y'all. They're already gunning for him. Oh, we have 19 people in here now. That's what's up. He's the target right now, according to Chelsea, Cam, and MJ. Totally the bigger move with the trio. Yeah, definitely. I would go for chemo if I were her for sure. I think T-Core better with Rabina. I don't know, maybe from a girl's standpoint. But chemo and her have been like this from day one. Angela can go if a guy wins HOH. I still never recovered from when my bank account got hacked in January. Sorry about that. I hate it though. I like the trio. I like the trio. I just don't like the fact that the House let the trio get into jury together. I just don't like that. I've been saying that. I don't like that. That's why Chelsea doesn't want it to be a tie, because it would reveal her hand. Exactly. I don't think getting rid of chemo would upset who are you talking about? You're talking about T-Core? You don't think getting rid of chemo would upset T-Core? The big move cut chemo's throat, but Angela is sailing along and is doing nothing. I agree. Hey, okay, everybody. Okay, like I said, I have not got a chance to do this a lot this season. Edmund, number one, how did you find the channel? Where are you located? No, I'm not asking for your house address. I'm just saying your general location. And thirdly, everybody put a wave for Edmund in the chat. Please and thank you. In case of a split vote, Chelsea would be forced to take out Angela. She wouldn't risk alienating Rubina Tikor and possibly losing Chemo's vote in the finale. In the case of a split vote. Okay. I don't know though. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure that you would take out Angela. I'm not 100% sure on that. Because she has promised others. She has promised others that she would take out well, actually yeah, she did say if it stays Angela Chemo, she would take out Angela. That's true. Take time if you need to. No, I'm good now actually. Thank you, Ebony, but I'm good now. Thank you, Edmund. Yeah, I guess you weren't here for any of that. So, yeah, for those who weren't here, I started covering Big Brother in 2022. My dad got majorly sick in 2020. So, in 2022, I was taking care of him. I took off from my job for a few months to take care of my dad. And then I had to go back to work, but I was doing a remote job, so I was working and taking care of him at the same time. 2023, he had like a no, not 2023. And towards the end, so the Big Brother season was still going on. The 2023 Big Brother season, which was Big Brother 25. No, I'm getting the timeline wrong. Big Brother 24, the end of Big Brother 24, he had a major stroke. Wow, the night before this finale night of Big Brother season 24. And I was on live when that happened. And it was a lot of people. Well, I don't know a lot of people that were on here right now, but a lot of people from my other channel, because I have a channel named Music and Mental Health, were on here. I turned off the live. I left. I went to go see him in the hospital. I came back. I continued the live. He lived for another 6 to 7 months after that, and then he passed April 2023. And then last year, when they had the 100-day Big Brother, I was on live every single day of the 100 days, believe it or not. I was live 100 out of 100 days because I said I'm dedicating my YouTube channel to him, and I did that for that year. But like I said, that's a one-time deal. That's probably never gonna happen again. Hold on. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Videos frozen, audio frozen, no sound. I don't even know what the last thing that I said was. Sorry about that. What's the last thing you heard? If you can you hear me now, by the way? That's so awful. I'm sorry you went through that. Thanks, Mary. Can you hear me though? 8 minutes for real? You couldn't hear me for 8 minutes? Well, thanks for staying on. That's what's up. So, Edmund, is your name Edmund? Because there's an Edward. There's an Ed and an Edward. I think you're Edmund, right? So, Edmund, you're by me in the Bronx, although I never go to the Bronx. The only time I go to the Bronx is to pass through if I'm going to like Pennsylvania or Jersey or somewhere that's out that way. But you know, people in New York don't just go to the Bronx just to go to the Bronx. It couldn't have been 8 minutes. That's an exaggeration. Um, Forrest Gump. You were talking about your dad. Okay. I can't really remember what I was saying. I don't really recall what I was saying about him, but I guess the thing that I know that I was saying was that it was just tough. It was tougher than I expected to actually be in that environment. Being in the environment was one thing, and then I left and I felt okay because obviously I came on here. It was eviction night, and I did my live with I think Tasha was on there, Milfman came on there later. I want to say I know Ma was on there. I don't remember if anyone else got on there. I think that was it. I don't know if Justin came on. I don't remember, but there was three or four, and I felt fine at that time. But then when I went to bed and woke up the next morning, I was like, I don't feel good. So one of my friends kind of gave me permission, not related to YouTube, but just in general. They just kind of told me, take it easy if you need to and acknowledge how you feel about this. And that's the reason why I was going to take a break. I did take a break. It wasn't a long break. I didn't need a long break, but just that little mental break, it did actually help me. Yeah, Kyra, I'm feeling better now. I know it was Ed. It's probably a few minutes. I can buy 3 minutes. It was probably 3 minutes. I know, cause I was like 8 minutes. There's no way that I was talking to myself for 8 minutes. I went live 100. Yeah, you were there that year. Actually, shout out to Ebony because Ebony joined me for some of those lives, especially towards the last maybe month of the season is when you started joining me on some of my lives, and a lot of people liked your commentary. Yes, you are Edward. Yeah, so Edmund is by me. Edmund lives by me. There's a lot of time. every town in every town every town in Wisconsin you pass through. I stopped because I have my earphones in and it's talking to me. Brother from another mother. Now we got three Eds on the chat. It is Charicity, thank you. Oh, I'm good, Kyra. I'm good now, honestly. Honestly. I would tell y'all if I wasn't good. I feel significantly better today than I felt on Friday. I really do. Fight night. No, I haven't seen that. Do you discuss drama? I discuss anything that I watch on my channel. I just haven't watched that. Mental health is definitely important. The chat is on fire tonight, so that's the reason. That's the reason why I only caught the fact that I was not on audio because Lisa sent me a Discord message and it shows me the drop down notification, so you can thank Lisa because otherwise I would not have even known I was talking to myself because I was way far away from getting to the most recent comments. We should have an Ed night tomorrow. Ed's night on the Modcast. Yeah, I do Survivor, Kyra. I think you just joined recently, right? From Big Brother Bry's channel. Shout out to him, by the way. Shout out to Big Brother Bry. Look him up. Subscribe to his channel. I'm not able to get the link, but if anyone can get the link to that channel, you can drop that in the chat. He shows love to my channel whenever I pop in there, so he's not here, but okay, yeah. So Kyra, if I'm saying your name right, let me know if I'm saying your name right. If it's, I don't know if it's Kyra, Kira. I think I said Kira the first time, and then I said Kyra the second time. But yeah, I do Survivor. I wouldn't say I'm as dedicated to Survivor, not because I don't like it, but because I'm a very recent fan, and I feel like I'm confused 90% of the season. Like, I enjoy watching it, but I have a hard time analyzing it because I'm like, there's so much going on. Certain parts of Milwaukee. Oh, I haven't been to Milwaukee. Although, I'm not going to say I'm dying to go to Milwaukee. If there's anyone here from Wisconsin, I'm sorry. But I've been to Wisconsin a decent amount of times in my childhood, and I don't have some desire. I don't have any desire to go back. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, they did a cast drop for Survivor. Can I join Ed's night? Oh, that was your dad's name. You can join any night. Right now, I'm streaming from YouTube directly, so I can't actually. I don't think that I can drop a link, but sometimes, usually I stream from StreamYard when I'm at my house in particular. So, uh, the next time I'm streaming from StreamYard, I'll drop my link, Charicity, and you can join. Oh, I forgot. I figured out how to use the poll option from my phone. I'm about to put a poll in the chat. Who do you want to go home this week? So who are the options again? I know Angela. Let's say chemo. Who are the renom? I know Leah was a renom option. And let's just say other for option number 4. Okay. It's cold by you? What's the temperature? I would say by me it's probably like mid 60s or so. I love it though. I can't lie to you. I love it. Fight Night is worth getting into. The series just started on Peacock. Well, I might as well check it out because I have a Peacock account and I just got it basically for Bel Air. It's like, who gets a whole app just for one TV show that's barely even on? You don't watch much TV but Big Brother and Survivor. I don't watch much TV either. I watch well, The Challenge is my main squeeze, but the majority of the people who follow my channel followed me for I don't even know why I had these headphones on. It's just making me speak louder because there's nothing on the headphones anymore. Okay. I still haven't seen The Anonymous yet. There's only one what is the reason to go to Wisconsin, Ed? Because I would sorry about that. I would love to. I dropped the phone. I was so upset that you said that. What is the one reason to go to Wisconsin? Oh, the breweries? That's probably it. That's the only reason I could think of. Um, Tasha, me, and Ed. Is it good? It's to meet Pickles. It is. It's a circle. The traders and the challenge all in one. Ed, you recommended me the Goat, and the Goat was one of the stupidest reality TV shows I've ever seen. So I gotta say, it took you down a couple of notches for me in terms of TV show recommendations. You know, I still respect your recommendations overall, but you were up here and now you're a little further down because the GOAT was really dumb. So if Anonymous is anything like the GOAT, I'll get around to it when nothing is on. Angela? Angela's from Wisconsin? Yo, Angela and Cass are gonna be hanging out. Exciting to hear. I'm not even gonna mention that guy's name that was supposed to do the interview on my channel. Milwaukee is our New York City. There is no part of Wisconsin that should ever be compared to New York City. And no, I have not been to Milwaukee, but I felt like that was blasphemous just now. I just don't want to be. But what? But how do I say your name? Kira. Oh, that's you, Charicity. But you told me that I said your name right, so I don't have to ask you. Um, Next time I go into Bry's channel, I'm gonna tell him that. But he already knows what I think, so they're probably drinking beer to get through being in Wisconsin. Cass, imagine if you were living in Wisconsin and you don't drink. That must be rough. Operation BLT. I've never been there. Wisconsin is known for cheese, right? Are they? I'm the reason. I thought that's what Ed was going with, but then he threw in Angela, and I'm like, damn. I got Peacock for the Eagles Packers game last night. Canceled that ish this morning. Cheese, cast, and pickles. It's not the breweries. I hope. I guess I hope he gets it too. I hope it's everything that he's hoping for. Who shaded Ed? Chemo, not Angela to go home. Hey, Messi is better. Angela's from Utah. Okay, then why did Ed say that Angela is the reason to go to Wisconsin? I don't get it. Yeah, I agree. I agree that she's entertaining from a distance. Kira, okay, that's what I thought, and that's what I said. I don't know why I just be switching up people's names. Sorry for the second pronunciation. I I've been to Milwaukee. Oh no, I haven't been to. I've been through Milwaukee. Let's yeah, let's clarify. I've been through Milwaukee. I'm not gonna lie. The only place I ever stopped in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin, was Oshkosh, and the only reason I ever did that was because we went camping there when I was 13. But I lived in the Midwest for 5 years. Yeah, Well, 5 years I lived in the Midwest. I was about an hour from Chicago. I lived in Michigan. I was like 15 minutes from the border of Indiana. By not the best, I meant that it's a normal start for a new reality show. I'm tired of all these new shows like House of Villains. These shows are shows that because I like some of the people, I'll watch them. But if a real show was going on, like a recognized one, I wouldn't bother with it. But when there's nothing else to watch, yeah, I'll kill some time. I agree, Edmund. Thank you. Thank you. No, it's not, Cass. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your brother, Charicity. It had to be work reasons. He probably got an amazing job over there because I don't see any other reason why he would do that. Illinois has Chicago. Chicago is city. I've been like Chicago. I've been to a lot of times. Who on this chat is from Canada? Well, all we know on this chat from Canada is Lisa and Dee, unless somebody else that I don't know about. Well, I'm from Canada. You didn't say who lives in Canada, so from Canada is a different question. So Lisa, Dee, and me, and you. I'm down with anyone going home this week. Ed's trolling. Post a Casey photo. How can she post a Casey photo? How can you post any photo on here? If I lived in Wisconsin, I'd have to drink. That's what I'm saying, right? Oh, you live in Hawaii? That's what's up. I need to go to Hawaii. And how did you find Milwaukee, Tasha? Everything you ever dreamed of? A Casey pic with her hair down, if one exists. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. Me too. Is that New USA? Oh, that's the one that they're talking about. Anonymous. Hold on, I think I missed something. It was. I knew it. It had to be college athletic director, but like, there's no other way that somebody would just be like, you know what? I woke up today and just decided I need to move to Milwaukee. There's no other way. It had to be work. Tasha said, "Thank you, thank you." I have some validation. I mean, I never been to Milwaukee, but yeah, Tasha saying it's boring. So, Cass, you don't have any support here. Sorry, Mark, Lisa, and I. You would love it. Depend. I want to go to Hawaii for sure. We're taking a field trip, Kira, to Hawaii, sponsored by you. Xavier's doing well. Oops, I said his name by accident. It's comparing it to Chicago. Yeah, Chicago is lit. I love Chicago, as a matter of fact. Chicago is probably my favorite city in the Midwest. What's the best island to visit that won't break the bank and has a lot to do? All right, y'all. I've been on here 52 minutes. I'm going to be on here another 10 or so, 10 to 15. Giving you the 10 to 15 minute warning. Edmund, that's something that I do. When I'm going to get off, I know some people are like, all right, I'm out. So, I mean, I do that sometimes depending on what's happening, but I try to give you a 10 to 15 minute warning. Trees in it. It depends on what trees. Like, if you're talking about the trees outside, then no. But if you're talking about smoking, then yeah, I'm sure that makes Milwaukee much more fun. I love Hawaii. The airport doesn't even have walls in Kona. That's how small it is. I support you. Too funny. You called it hilarious. For sure. For sure. I would love to visit all 50 states. I think I did one of those things about how many states have you been in, and I think that I have been in like 20 something states, but most of them are within my half of the country. Like I've only been to the West Coast once, and that was my trip to California 3 years ago. In the South, the closest thing I've been is just Miami. I mean Florida, not Miami. I mean I've been to Miami, but I've been to Florida a few times. I've been to that's not really the South. So I'll say the furthest south in the U.S. that I've been is probably Florida. And then everything else is I lived in the Midwest for 5 years, and everything else is just East Coast. So I'd have a lot. Indiana's, um, it, so I don't know. I guess it depends. I feel it depends on what part of Indiana, because when I was in school, I lived 15 to 20 minutes away from South Bend specifically, and South Bend was lit. So South Bend, Indiana was lit. I don't know about like you might be talking about Indianapolis, Indiana, which I have never been. So I can't comment on that. Aloha, Julie. I would love to go to Hawaii too. When are we doing Ed's night, tomorrow or later. Has a lot of activities depending on if you want to relax or are adventurous though. Monday 6:45. I love your baseball team's cast. Weed. Oh my goodness. So you're trying to tell me in Milwaukee, weed is illegal? I put my hat on just to throw it off because I was so upset when I read that. Like, it's bad enough that you have to live there, but I can't. That just upset me. I'm sorry. I like a mix of both adventure and relaxation. I've been to like 15 states. I've been to more countries than states. How many countries have I been to? Okay, let me list the countries. I have been to, okay, so I've been to obviously Canada, United States. That's two. I've been to Mexico, Honduras, Bahamas. That's five. Ghana, Ivory Coast. I think that's it. What's the other? Oh, Cuba. That's eight. I think that's it. I would like to travel a lot more. I've been to eight countries that I can think of. So I have definitely not been to more countries than states. My dad was the traveler, and my sister is the traveler in the family. Me and my mom. Actually, my mom has probably been to more countries than me, actually, but I know a few people in South Bend. I probably wouldn't even enjoy South Bend as much now as I did then. The reason I enjoyed it so much then was because I was in college. So we used to hop on over there on Fridays and act like we were part of Notre Dame because there was always things going on over there. Does MJ use her veto? We don't know. 27 countries, that's a lot. I've never been to Arizona. My sister was just there 2 years ago, I think, running a half marathon. Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee. I've been to Florida. I've been to Florida 4 times, I want to say. Miami, Palm Beach, Orlando, Miami, Palm Beach. Oh, Tampa Bay. Yes, Tampa Bay. But I mean, Tampa Bay, Palm Beach, and Miami is all within a like not that big of a radius of each other. So I don't even. I'm not saying that. I feel like saying that is like as if I went to all over Florida, but it was like I went to South Florida and I went to Central Florida. That's pretty much it. Ebony is rich. I'll give it a try, Kira. I'll give it a try. I'll give at least one episode a try. Florida's most definitely the South. South Bend is a college town. Indianapolis is wonderful. My dad was raised there. It's one of my favorite cities. This is what I'm saying, Marshall. Like, imagine going to Wisconsin, and you're like, whoa, you know what? At least I could smoke some weed. And they're like, no, weed is illegal. You're like, then what am I doing in Wisconsin? Ebony, take me. I always say that to people. I always say that. Oh, you're a rule follower. Lord, y'all making me want to go. I want to go on vacation. I'm going to Canada soon, but I don't consider that a vacation. It is a vacation, but it's like my family's there, so Canada, US, Mexico, Jamaica, Cuba, Aruba. I want to go to Aruba. My friends keep trying to convince me to go there. I have friends that live there. Costa Rica, France, England, Italy. Still haven't made it to Asia or Africa. When I went to Africa, it was when I was little. My dad was African. They don't take you to jail, just keep personal AMT allegedly. I've been to Florida 3 times. I'm a low budget traveler. If I didn't have a car to pay for, be in school and working, I definitely. Money is the reason why I haven't traveled as much as I would like to. The thing is, when I had the money, I didn't travel, and I regret that. Because things just happened to where I wasn't able to travel anymore. Okay. My grandfather was from Trinidad, Kira. And rest in peace to your dad, by the way. My dad was a traveler. Like my dad's passport was just like he, his whole passport would fill up, and he'd have to get a new passport just because of all the stamps on his passport. He touched every part of this world. Not every part, that's an exaggeration, but he touched so many different countries in his lifetime. Sending you I need the lottery win too. I follow rules. I do sometimes. It's not legal. It's definitely legal over here. I'm just trying to get through these comments before I hop off. The thing is, my friends live there, so that's the reason. They let me know that if I ever go over there, they're gonna make sure that I'm not just wasting all my money in the tourist areas, because they told me if you go there as a tourist, boy, you can spend your money quick. I consider any getaway from a normal life from a vacation, even if I was somewhere like the Finger Lakes or North Carolina. I consider a vacation anywhere I don't have to cook or do dishes. That's such a mom statement. Hi, Jason. You came at the end. It is cool, like, that's one thing about his life that I hope. I can't even say that I'm going to emulate it, because the reason my dad was able to travel to so many countries was because of the jobs that he had. So his jobs had a lot of optional trips where they paid for the trip. So they'd pay for the trip, they'd pay for his first class flight, they would pay for his rental car, his hotel, his food budget, everything. So the jobs that he picked were strategic because he could have with the kind of qualifications he could have had jobs that paid him way better than what he was paid. Not that he wasn't paid well, but he could have had jobs that paid him way better than what he was paid. But I didn't realize until later that all that traveling he did was on company dollar. So he did get a huge financial benefit out of it because traveling is expensive. All right, let's get to this poll. Let's end the poll, actually. Wait, it's not going to show me the results? Oh, it is. Okay, here we go. Who do you want to go home? Oh, you guys are like, this is wow, this week is really split. So we have 28% want Angela to go home. 28% want Chemo to go home. 28% want Leah to go home. And 15% other out of 25 votes. That is pretty amazing that we got 3 people who all got 28% of the votes. Wow. So y'all are a mixed bag on who you don't want to see anymore. That's pretty crazy. All right. All right. Sorry about that. I mean, you're not going to... I'm still here, even though you can't see me. I'm still here. But I'm just about done, so that's the reason why. Alright. I didn't see what Kira said. Texas or Florida? You never been to Florida? Well, I guess you live in Hawaii, so... Florida is no hop, skip, and a jump for you. Okay. Oh my god. This moth really just flew up in my car. I guess I have to deal with it in the AM. Let's see. Angela can go. I want to go to Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee. Chattanooga. All my friends from Tennessee. I know I have friends that lived in Tennessee, but it is eluding my mind right now, so I'm not even gonna sound stupid like that and make something up. Alright. Hi, Milkman. It's tough to choose this week. Yeah, I would choose Chemo if it was me. I would choose Chemo. Let's see. It's tough to choose this week. I would break up the trio. All of the above. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm happy with anything, but Chemo's better. Let's see. Would I be happy with Angela? It's tough because I'm annoyed by Angela's free ride, but I just tend to feel like, who cares if Angela's still in the house? That's kind of how I feel. I was watching, what's that called again? Oh, shoot. Forgot my charger in the car. I was watching Royalty podcast. I don't know if y'all seen Royalty podcast. That's the one with Big D and Tiffany and occasionally Hannah. Hannah used to be full-time, but you know, Dr. Hannah's working on her doctorate. So she's only there kind of part-time-ish now. But Mimi was on there this week, Nicole from last season, and she had some interesting takes about Angela, where she was basically like, Angela is the mama fee of this season. And she was like, I gotta give it to my girl Angela, because she was just like, I'm sorry that I'm moving around so much, but I'm in for the night after I'm done with this live. She was basically like, y'all might not like it, but Angela does a good job of managing relationships, because it is some kind of relationship management to be able to get these people to keep taking her off the block. So Mimi, the way she describes things, because I'm like, what strategy does Angela have? But the way Mimi describes things, you know, she's really, you can tell her political background really benefits her. And then she was talking about Leah, and she was like, man, I rock with my girl Leah. She was like, I rock with my girl Leah. She was like, if I was young and pretty and I had guys fawning after me, she was like, go ahead and work that angle, girl. She was like, work that angle, girl. Because she was like, I would do the same thing if I was single and I was on the show and I had a couple of guys fawning after me, whether I'm interested in them or not. It's like, I would use that up and I would eat that up. Because she was like, think about the fact that Leah has yet to be in danger. And she's only won one competition. But she has so many people that have been willing to protect her. And I was like, you know what? You're actually giving me something to think about here. Because I was like, Leah's one of the worst Big Brother players of all time. But she's actually not. Because she's kind of, you know, even if you think the strategy of like playing simps isn't a strategy, she's working with what she's got to work with. So, you know, she's doing her thing in a way. Yeah, I think Angela's like, you have bigger targets. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm like, I'm not stressed or pressed for Angela to go. Like early on, I was like, oh yeah, you got to get rid of her. I'm tired of her. But at this stage of the game, she's definitely kind of entering Mama Fee territory for sure. She is planned and schemed and tried to cry. I cannot stand her gameplay. By the way, Joseph doesn't like her. If y'all saw the Joseph, Lisa sent me this Joseph exit interview, and they were asking him about his least favorite cast mates in there. He was like, I don't really want to say, but Angela. And they were like, why do you think Angela? Why is Angela like one of your least favorites? And he was just like, well, you know, she's just not my cup of tea. Let's just put it that way. Listen, I liked Mimi, right? When she was on the show, but not because of her gameplay, just because I thought she was hilarious in the storage room. But her personality, even before I saw her on any of these podcasts, her personality on her own her TikTok, her personality when I met her, she was one of the friendliest and most engaging people at the Big Brother party. Even though you still haven't done my interview, Mimi, but I'm still bigging you up because I tell the truth. I wish you would do my interview, and you sent me to your manager, or you gave me your manager's email address, and they never hit me back, and you never hit me back. However, I still watch and support your stuff regardless. But her interviews, yes, her interviews are hilarious. I crack up when I watch them. She's so funny. She is extremely funny. Like, her personality is so much more out of the house than it was in. I can't stand her fake crying either. Wow, that was some heavy cigarette smell. Mama Fee, I'm still due for this interview with Mama Fee. I talk to her, like, I reach out to her once a week. I met her at the Big Brother party. She gave me her number. She told me she'd do this interview with me, but I gotta push for that interview. I gotta make sure that interview happens for y'all though, because I don't care about interviews anymore. I'm gonna tell you the truth. My experience with trying to get people to interview with me over the last 2 years has been so terrible that I just haven't been interested anymore. But because people on my channel still ask me to get the interviews, I'm going to work a little bit harder to try to get more, because I haven't done one in a long time, as you know. I would hate to see her win second place. She doesn't deserve it. I agree, Edward. Ed. I would too. I don't mind. She just happened to be the biggest simps, and people eat her boogers wax. Get out. Me, I think it should be T-Core. I think Chelsea is playing too safe. There's times when she makes it obvious her tears are manipulations. Yeah, she's using what she has. It's not shocking people not liking Angela. Yeah, all of his exit interviews were wild. I agree. Ebony, I'm still waiting for that email, by the way. You told me you were going to email me, and I still haven't received it. I'm not going to lie, that's what I'm worried about. That's why I said I was disappointed with the nominees. Okay. There's a lot of comments. All right. I always try to get to the end of the comments before I end the live. That's why I'm just going through these quickly. Hi, Ronald. Okay, everybody. Appreciate y'all for joining, hanging out. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is an episode day, so I should be here. I'm never going to make guarantees anymore because you never know what could happen in any given day. Rest in peace to one of my classmates' brothers, who I just found out passed away very recently. I don't know of what. I reached out to him. I don't know what it was of, but he was a year younger than me. Life is short. You never know. So that's why I always tell you guys I'll talk again soon. That's specifically why, because I don't want to say I'll talk to you tomorrow, in an hour, in 12 hours. I can't guarantee that. Not just to be morbid, but also I don't even know what's gonna happen in the day. Like, I could say that I'm gonna get on here at 8:00 p.m. and who knows? I could have an emergency. I could get sick. Anything could happen. So the time that I have is here and now. So thank you for joining me now. And, if everything goes according to plan, I will talk to you guys again at some point tomorrow. And yeah, shout out to Mav. Mav's going live. Hop on the Mav's channel. And I will talk to y'all again soon. Good night.